usually a savory breakfast kind of gal, but today I was craving something sweet, so I'm making my banana and oat pancakes. I'm adding some oats in my blender, and then I cracked an egg in it. I then cut about half a banana and added that into. To make them fluffy, I'm adding a bit of baking powder and of course some cinnamon. I blended it and we're ready to make some pancakes. I sprayed my pan with some olive oil spray and added a bit of the batter in the middle. I let it cook for a few minutes and then flipped it to the other side. I then did the same with the rest of the batter. I serve them on my plate and also serve some Greek yogurt to increase the protein and make sure this breakfast keeps me full until lunch. I then topped with lots of fruits, so I'm doing raspberries, blueberries, clementine, and lastly the other half of the banana. And to top it off, I'm using some Greek honey, and is there anything better than opening up a new can of fragrant Greek honey? Look at this color, it's so beautiful. I put a teaspoon or two of honey on my pancakes and breakfast is ready. This tasted amazing and I was actually quite proud of the presentation. It looked so pretty, like it could have come from a fancy brunch place. So good. Day 2 and we're starting with a small fruit salad as I'm trying to eat more fruit and I find having it first thing in the morning is so good to start the day on the right note. Pear, orange and kiwi has been my favorite combination recently, so I'm just chopping everything and adding them to my bowl. Let me know what's your favorite winter fruit, by the way. I know winter does not have a great variety when it comes to fruits, which sometimes makes it harder to eat them, at least for me, but I've been really going through a fruit salad phase. Oh, and if you're wondering, I think my favorite winter fruit is orange. And then for my main breakfast, I'm making some mushrooms, beans and eggs on toast as I want something comforting. I started by chopping up a bunch of mushrooms in slices. I like getting the big mushrooms as I find they're easier to peel than the little ones. And once they were all sliced, I added them to my pan and seasoned with salt and pepper. I then let them cook for a few minutes. And while they're cooking, I'm grabbing some bread from the freezer and adding them to the toaster to toast. I also had some leftover baked beans in the fridge, so I'm adding them to a little pan to warm through. And then we're doing a couple of fried eggs, so I just sprayed my pan with some olive oil spray and added 2 eggs. I seasoned with salt and pepper and let them cook through. And now we're ready to assemble. I added my toast on my plate and then I topped with the baked beans. I then added some mushrooms and then added my fried eggs on top. And some more baked beans because I can never have too much. And this is such a great and filling breakfast. It's basically a light version of a full English, kind of. Day 3, I'm running low on fruit, so I'm having some clementines, and for my main breakfast, I'm having some smoked salmon and cheese on toast. I toasted a couple slices of bread, and then I chopped a bunch of baby tomatoes to top my toast with. And then for one slice, I'm adding a slice of Edam cheese and some baby tomatoes. And for the other half, I'm spreading some cream cheese. I then topped with some smoked salmon slices. And you know you can't have smoked salmon and cream cheese without cucumbers, so I sliced some and added them on top. And of course some lemon juice, as again, smoked salmon needs lemon juice. And that was breakfast, so good and so quick to make. Just had a Sainsbury's delivery last night, so my fridge is fully stocked. I have so much new fruit. By the way, Sainsbury's, I feel like they do the best fruit. Let me know in the comments where you get your fruit from. I always feel like Sainsbury's has such nice fruit. So I'm gonna do a fruit salad because I've been loving starting my day with some fresh fruit, and an omelette. A cheesy feta omelette that tastes like tiropita. Trust me, let's do it. Going back to my favorite fruit salad, so I'm chopping up the orange. Let me know if you think that's a weird way to cut the orange, by the way. I really don't like the white bits, so I find that's the best way to enjoy it without the white bits. Is that called pith? Let me know. And then chopping up a kiwi and a pear. I know I should change it up, but once I find something I like, I just eat it all the time until I get bored of it. And our wintry fruit salad is ready to enjoy. I just love how vibrant and juicy it is, just makes me full just looking at it. And then on to our main breakfast, we're making a feta omelette and I'm chopping up a roasted pepper as that's such a good combo. I'm grabbing a couple of eggs and cracking them in my bowl. And then to increase the protein and make a big omelette, I'm adding some egg whites. I seasoned with salt and pepper and whisked it with a fork. I then put it in my non-stick pan and topped with the pepper slices.
And now onto the feta. I'm adding quite a lot because I love feta and I think that's what makes this taste like a tiropita. But I know not everyone has a feta obsession, so you can add as much as you like. Once it had some time to cook, I folded one side and then let it cook for a few more minutes. I then served it on my plate and enjoyed this cheesy goodness. And then day 5, we're having a good old English classic, a sausage sarnie. I'm adding a couple of vegetarian sausages in a baking pan to cook, and while they're cooking, are you surprised, I'm making a fruit salad. And today the sun is actually out, so all the fruit looks exceptionally beautiful and juicy. And then onto the sandwich. I had a wholemeal roll left over, so I'm using that. I just cut it in half and put it in the toaster to toast. I'm also cooking an egg, so I just added it to my pan and seasoned with salt and pepper. And as we're adding it to the sandwich, I'm flipping it so it can cook through and it's not as messy to eat. Once my bread was toasted, I added some brown sauce and spread it with a knife. And now my sausages are cooked, so I'm cutting them in half and adding them on my sandwich. I topped with my egg, and then I decided the sandwich needed a fresh element, so I'm chopping up some baby tomatoes to add them on top too. And our breakfast sandwich is ready. This was so good and so nice to make a homemade version of this, as it felt much lighter and equally delicious. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some inspiration for some yummy and healthy breakfast. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, and if you made it this far in the video, comment an orange emoji. Okay, bye!